What's up, you fucks?
Funny but foul.
Back at it again.
We didn't even we got to announce ourselves, man. We got to say what's up.
Yeah.
Introduce ourselves properly. Our boy Armand here, Hector, Dr. Evil, our boy Soni.
And Sonny's offline because he wants to be offline.
That's
off
all
the
good,
grid,
man. We support all kinds of, however you want to identify.
LGBTQT,
exactly, man.
whatever you want.
So if you want to be offline, it's all good.
You want to be what is it called? He identifies with being offline, bro. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be an offline. It's
but
all
we
good,
we do want him online right now because why is that?
Because I want to talk to him. I want to talk to this motherfucker about cryptocurrency.
That's right.
Because let's be honest, Sonny, he's a doer, right? As my buddy Dr. Evil says, he's a doer.
He's a big time doer.
But let's go to him, man. What do you think of crypto, Sonny? What do you think?
Let's keep it on us, man.
Yeah, is it worth it?
I mean, yeah.
Let's give him a better question, because hold on, I just want to
give him a better question. I'm baked.
I want to give a better intro
I'm
to our
baked.
viewers here
Yes.
and the people and to our listeners. There's 101 people that you probably know that are into crypto. Everybody knows at this point in 2021, you know at least of a bunch of people that are into crypto who've like talked to you about it, asked you about it, whatever. My boy Sonny has been in it for a while, like before it was big in the last couple of years, and maybe a bit before that. And I'm not saying he's the smartest guy in the world, like he's no. Listen, what I want to paint a picture is I'm not saying he's like the expert. Like listen to what he says is gospel, but I do know that what he says comes with a lot of thought. Like he's been in this for a while. It hasn't been like a weekend thing for him. He's actually spent time to look into this. So I know that whatever he says is usually accurate. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. And so we just got some treat us like idiots, Sonny. Like give us the lay of the land as you see cryptocurrency in 2021. What the fuck is going on? Why is it so big now? Why is everybody why do I see celebrities like pushing this shit? Why are fucking crypto companies like buying the rights to stadiums? Like what is making it so mainstream now and more apparently popular, but yet it's not like taken over as like proper currency? Why is it still not like there?
Speak up, bro.
Or just bring the mic closer.
Yeah, so there's like real applications to blockchain.
Okay.
And
what is sorry, make me stupider. What is blockchain?
Well, blockchain is like a
stupider.
It's like a public like ledger where like everything is like written down or like posted online for everybody to see. It's all public.
Okay.
Right, and it's like it timestamps like the day and
transactions and stuff like that.
Exactly,
okay.
Like the transactions, right, and this allows you to like look up previous transactions. They're all verified on the blockchain. Like you can't just like create your own or fake it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all like tracked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one account sends money or makes another transaction to another account, like that's linked.
So the transactions themselves are legit. Why do we hear about shit like people getting scammed with coins or scammed with these like different fucking cup coin or some bullshit like that? Like why are people losing money using this if supposedly the theory behind it is all sound and legit? Like what's going on there? Where's the gap? Why are people getting scammed off cryptocurrency if it's supposed to be like if you're saying like you can't fake it and all that stuff?
It's not really regulated, right? So a lot of people can get like you can buy into the idea, but everyone can make up like their own projects or their own coins like really quickly. It takes like a couple of days or a week to make like some like coin that you end up like scamming people with because you're trying to just give them the idea of like this technology, right, or what you're trying to accomplish, but you don't have the product. And so when you don't have to deliver like the actual product as well, right? Once people raise funds for you, right?
Yeah.
So you'll get the money, and a lot of these guys they don't have to show their identity. They're all anonymous.
So we could be anonymous tomorrow. We could start up like an FBF coin or some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
FBF.
And you just market it. People pour money in. They'll believe in it. Like, and like you could just make up like a bio, and nothing's verified. You don't have to like send it to like SEC or something. Right. So it's
what were your questions? You had a couple off the top of your dome.
Yeah. So my thing is like we bought into money, right?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, it's physical.
Yeah.
But that's the only difference. We bought into the fact that money means something.
It's backed by the government.
Sure, but could this be backed by the government? How easy would that be?
Well, it's not right now.
No, I know. But I'm saying like that's the difference. That's it.
Yeah, like it runs by itself using smart contracts. So like all the transactions, like so you want to like trade like in apples for oranges. So like you put it in and it'll verify for you. It'll automatically do transactions for you. It's not like the government doesn't like, or like there's no like central figure controlling.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to take money out of this account to put in this account, right? So as long as it meets the requirements, the contract executes,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get whatever you paid for, right? So it's all automated. That's where.
What happens if shit goes like offline? Does everyone just get fucked?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's really hard because there's like,
Yeah,
there's
I
like
know.
thousands of nodes.
Although we did see how
Nodes.
there was something recent, like when Facebook got fucked.
Yeah.
Something like that happened in a cryptocurrency world. Because Facebook is huge,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
gigantic,
Yeah.
and they went offline for the better part of what, like a full day.
Yeah, but I think that was something to do with like their data centers were all in one area, or they're only.
Oh, okay,
through, right?
okay. So it was a bit
So,
more.
yeah, it was more
centralized?
It was more like narrow. Like
Yeah.
just like one point of like single point like of connection.
Right.
Right. So when that gets like cut off, they didn't have like any like backup ones.
So
Right.
the nature of cryptocurrencies is that everybody who participates is essentially a node.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
Yeah, I
people
guess
that
in that sense it would be harder for everything
like
to.
you like for an attack to happen on a crypto network, it has like you have to control over 51% of the nodes or the miners.
So the whole, like almost the
Yeah.
world would have to go offline.
Yeah, and it would take a lot of like power too, because to take over the nodes, you have to pay them or mine with them.
Yeah.
And that generates a lot of like energy, and power that you can't like get. like,
Interesting.
fast
Yeah.
enough.
So I had a question. Because I run the social media, not because I'm actually interested, but I actually like see a lot of material on crypto, right?
Yeah.
It's
A lot of
starting to
these
really
guys-
get
Yeah,
mainstream.
a lot of these guys are like, okay, so the question is like, if I had $800, what would I do with that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I would trade it into this and buy this and then buy this rig, and this would get me this much and this. From what you've seen,
Yeah, a lot of
can you
people-
actually generate like some of these things? Can they actually generate the potential that they're saying? Because like they triple up their money within like a month.
Yeah, no, like a lot of people want like quick, like a lot of people want like to make money right away, right? So they go into these like pump and dumps, right? And just in the hopes of like going in early. Everyone else pours in money after, and then you want to be the first one to pull out,
Yeah.
right? So then you
Oh,
wanna
so
plan-
that's like a specific strategy that these guys employ.
yeah,
Is pumping
exactly.
up bullshit.
Because it's all marketing. Like look at what went like.
Kim Kardashian made a fucking post about some bullshit.
Yeah, but remember like Dogecoin and all
Yeah,
that? Those
yeah.
are all meme coins. Like
Shit coins, is that what I've heard?
People,
Yeah.
people just like market them, right? And they want you to get in as a joke and all that. And then people are like, "Oh, this is a cute coin or a good
Sure.
coin or whatever," and then they put the money in.
At that point, if I'm
Right.
like, okay, if I'm creating like a scam coin, as you kind of explained, and I'm waiting for people to kind of fund it so I can like pull out, what am I taking from them? Am I taking their cryptocurrency? Am I taking real money? Like, what am I taking from these people?
You're trading for real money,
Okay.
basically, right? You can trade out of the coins, right? So you hold a lot, like it's like holding a lot of shares.
Yeah, yeah.
Your shares go up in value, and you sell all your shares right away.
Interesting.
Right? And whereas like, and you can do it like right away. You could literally drop the whole project if you say you hold a lot of shares.
Yeah.
You sold it all. Now the project's dead. You rugged it. It's called rug pull. Right?
Now, how do you personally evaluate cryptocurrencies? Like when you're looking at new coins to invest or whatever, like what are your basic guidelines? Don't get too crazy in like your like what's it fucking called, your due diligence. Like don't go too crazy there, but like what are your basic like things that you're looking out for?
Well, I'm looking out for like if there's like any signs of like like fraud or anything.
Okay.
Like if people like anonymous devs or like if they're like actually meeting like goals and like basically like milestones.
Okay.
Right, you want to know if they're actually like they're not like delaying things, or if they're not like lying about it or switching it up.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see if they stay focused, right? So like you would invest in like a good team, a team that's like reputable, like they actually like have done something.
Yeah.
They have a background in what they're doing, and then you look at like if this is actually like good technology.
Interesting.
Right? And then I would Yeah, I would like invest. I wouldn't want to trade it. A lot of people just trade for like speculate the price.
So when you're investing in cryptocurrency, you're actually doing it as an investment versus versus trading for like some kind of short-term gain.
Yeah, and most people when they get into crypto, they just want to like quickly flip their money.
Yeah,
right.
It feels like that generally. Like I think with a lot of this from the people at work that I've heard talk about getting into crypto, like every time, not every time, but a lot of the times people come up like, hey, have you heard of crypto?
Yeah.
They ask it in the sense of like it's a quick way to make money. It's almost like they're playing roulette. Yeah, not scam, but they treat it like a lottery kind of thing. We're like, hey man, jackpot. I heard it's like a quick way to make a couple of extra $100, and I'm like,
poker.
Yeah, I'm like, how do people get this impression?
I got another question, man. What about these rigs? They worth it?
These what?
The rigs.
Like mining rigs.
The mining rigs.
I think when the prices are high, then yeah, it's probably worth it. But
do you have one?
No, I don't.
Would you invest into one if you had like 5 G's on the side?
No, because like you just don't make enough. You gotta run it. You have to have a like unlimited power source or free power source.
Free power source is probably the best actually.
Right? And then obviously you mine. Then
and what kind of electricity we're talking here? Do you have a specification? Like 15 amp?
I don't
know.
Just plug in your neighbor's outlet.
No, but like a 15 amp plug, like how much power is it? Like 1500 watts? Like what are we talking?
That's not that. It's kilowatt hours, right? Because you're gonna be running this shit.
Sure.
For however many long.
Like what kind of power source are we talking? Just a regular plug?
Oh, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. A regular plug. Yeah.
Okay, and what? It's gonna run all the time?
Yeah, it has to run all the time.
Okay, so there's not going to be any police consequence of running this.
No, but
no, it's your own cost.
Yeah,
sure.
Like it's costing you money to run this.
Okay, but like, can you make enough? Because some of these kids, again, going back to what these TikTokers and shit I'm seeing, it's like they run it for a day or like a week or a month, and they make enough where it's like $2,000 to $3,000. You're like, whoa.
You got to also get your hands on a graphics card, a GPU.
True.
Right? It's very hard to create a big mining rig, right? And it's all like up marked up prices now, right?
I've heard it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay,
player.
Let's go to something soft, man. Let's get gentle.
You want to be soft?
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get soft.
What do you think? What do you guys think about? Obviously, we have interaction with these hoes and shit, but like, let's go to something life or death. You know what I'm saying? And this is kind
life
of
or death.
Okay. So we all love our families. You know what I'm saying? Especially Christmas time. It's nice to see your mom.
Have you guys ever had like a scary death experience, like a
near death?
Near death.
Yeah.
I saved my mom to a near death experience. She had a locked jaw when she had diarrhea because she got it from the hospital. And my dad, we went to lifeguarding, right? Chin tuck or lift or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
We were talking about this the other day. Do you remember why we got failed?
Yeah.
Was it swearing in front of them?
Swearing.
I told you swearing.
Dude, my general answer is you being paired up with him. Like specifics. I thought you fucked up.
Did you get in?
Of course I did. I wasn't paired up with you. You were a degenerate back then, man. You kidding me?
Yeah, dude, you weighed like 300 pounds.
Not only that, man. You were like the loud and obnoxious Armand. Like you couldn't. I think your main issue back in the day was you couldn't differentiate when to like regulate yourself. It was always the same. So you would talk to the people who were going to hire you the same that you would talk to us in the hallways in high school. You can't be doing that. I mean, you could, sure, but you saw how that went.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it was a blessing in disguise for me, honestly.
Maybe
I'd
not.
I'd probably go in there, try to teach some kid, and get the mom suing me or some shit. You know what I mean?
Actually, they can't sue you directly, but yeah, sure.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be like just other problems later on. It'd just never be like a clean slate, really.
Maybe. I thought you fucked up one of your Sims. Like, you hit when you hit someone's head on. Oh, that was Alice, I think, actually. Alice did that.
No, I don't know.
There, because I remember there was someone who fucked up their sim and they hit the person's head on the wall. You can't do that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, not like hard, because you can't see. Sometimes you're not really looking back.
Spinal cord injury or something, right?
Yeah, but it's like gentle, right? But you can't be like when you're doing the sims, when you're carrying them, you can't. You have to make sure that they stay completely still, and you can't be like knocking into stuff. Like that's an automatic fail, even though in real life it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
I don't know why we wanted to get those jobs.
What do you mean? You're 16, 17, well-paying jobs at that age. You kidding me?
Yeah, at that age, yeah.
Yeah, at that age, $21 from the
like a warped memory
from the lifeguard.
About, like, what you
Armand was already making
like,
big bucks back then, right?
Like we had $100,000 in the bank at 18 to buy a house.
Some of us.
Okay.
So.
What's that life or death?
Okay, life or death.
Music,
okay.
Is it too loud? Can you hear it?
It's off.
It's off.
They can't.
Bro.
We can regulate that independently.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry.
I didn't know that.
So
Vic
what
just
happens-
hit a fucking
So
technology
what happens when you,
orgasm.
when you pay premium for a mixer? You also get a lot more problems, like not being able to adjust the fucking whatever.
So imagine your parents' life is on the line, whoever you want to fucking pick, all right? So if you say no, then they die right away. Like they both die, right? So this is crucial. So you have to pick. You can't like just be like pussy out, halfway between. So let's go around the table. Who's the hottest girl in the world to you right now? Like if you had to be like the hottest girl in the world right now to you, Sonny, go ahead. Just pick
I
somebody.
would think like
Just pick somebody.
Kendall Jenner or something.
Kendall Jenner,
Hi.
okay. All right, okay.
Let's see,
Respectful.
what do they look like? Can I see?
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about Sonny's pick. What's your pick?
What's your pick, dog? Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, I gotta go with that one.
No, for real. For real.
Shit. I always thought Jennifer Connelly was really attractive.
All right, sure. In
All
her
right.
peak, we'll say Jennifer Connelly at her peak.
Cool.
Pretend that
cool,
she's here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's actually not a bad one.
Liv
I
Tyler.
thought you liked Margot Robbie or whatever.
Yeah, that too.
That's a
Yeah.
good one too. All right, either or of
cool,
those.
Cool.
Respect.
Respect.
You guys did some good ones already. I want to say, since you hit me with the Jennifer Connelly, I want to say Demi Moore in her peak.
Demi
Mid-
Moore?
Yeah, Demi Moore in the mid '90s.
All right.
I know. I just recently
cool,
watched.
cool.
Shaved head.
No, what? No, you're thinking of Sinead O'Connor.
No, she plays a Navy SEAL.
Oh yeah, and that one. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Marine, I don't remember.
In something about. It wasn't A Few Good Men because she had like hair in that one.
All right. For me,
Indecent Proposal. Sorry, that's one I just watched recently on Netflix. That shit was
it's going to be
nuts.
Asa Akira, bro.
Asa Akira. Really?
Or Alexis Texas. Pick a path.
All right, sure.
Pick a path.
Okay,
all right?
sure. We've got our picks.
So, you can either, you have to. This is life or death, right?
Life or death, baby.
Sonny, you paying attention or what?
Sonny always pays
Sonny's
attention.
getting that fucking
Not for that.
online transporter shemale.
Sonny's got it.
Yeah, Sonny's got it.
Life or
You can
death.
either pick the hottest girl's body and your parents' brain, or your parents' body and the hot girl brain.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Blow
Man.
my head off first.
Is that an option? Yeah, can I do that?
No.
Well, actually, what
'Cause
happens if I don't?
Your parents die, you die.
Oh, damn, that's fucked up.
It's fine, taking everyone down.
Oh, damn, bro. All right.
Oh, wait.
Oh, my God. Jesus, write that down
Minute
again.
17.
Jesus, minute
Fuck,
fucking
man.
every third minute.
How many podcasts you still don't remember?
I
Dude,
know.
relax, man. We cut it out. You act like it's the end of the world here.
No,
man.
I know, but
I don't know if you
Jesus.
do because I don't check.
Oh, you should.
Probably don't.
Probably
we
do.
do,
We
we
do.
do.
Cut shit out.
I guess you don't watch our podcast at all. Arma cuts a lot of stuff out.
No, I
regularly.
cut a lot out.
Yeah.
Not the ones.
I cut a lot of. I
No,
cut
so
a lot
you'll notice there's like
unfunny shit
jumps
out, too.
in our stuff. Like it cuts.
Big time. And you know what? Put some respect on my name because there's some fucking graphic effects on those
Yeah,
transitions,
he
bitch.
edits a lot, man.
How dare you, sir? I thought you
It's
know.
okay. Watch your content. It's all good. He doesn't
Jesus!
have to. He doesn't have
Again!
to. No support. It's all good.
Again.
He's here. That's
write
also-
it again.
all
Write,
support we
write
need.
the down minute again, dude.
I'm
Because
doing,
you
that
just
was
said
on
it.
purpose. That was out of spite.
Jesus.
I was out of spite. It's
All
in the
right.
same time block.
I put this guy on video right now.
Can't do it.
This is turning into Allah Akbar moment. Everybody just suicidal bomb. Just kill each other.
That second one was
Jesus.
out of spite.
Okay,
Motherfucker.
so Sonny, go ahead. What are you picking? You're either gonna have a traumatized parent that's gonna live, but you're fucking the hot girl's body, or you have your parents' body and the hot girl brain.
Jesus
This is
Christ.
terrible.
Honest, yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, baby.
This is like I afraid people play these games. What the
Sonny,
fuck?
I'm gonna show your mom this video.
How do you just talk to his mom?
What do you mean? I see his mom every week.
Motherfucker.
Disrespect. Kill him, man. Kill him. You have a
Just
green
for
light.
that one. Just for that one.
Stupid Vic.
These
Oh my God! Another minute.
That one's not
I
even.
want to talk about fucking my parents. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Blind or if it's
At least we know.
Fair.
At least we know his limits. That's good.
At least we know Dr. Evil's list.
We got the limits.
I think I'd rather be impotent.
How
if you're
though?
blind,
How impotent? Like how?
Like
What about being blind?
flaccid forever?
Okay.
What's you're blind? What's the problem with being blind?
You can't see anything.
Can't
man.
see.
Yeah,
the
but
world.
what's the problem with that as
Nothing.
you know it?
What's the problem with being
Yeah, what's
blind?
the-
It's
yeah.
pretty fucking obvious. isn't
Over
it?
being impotent is what I'm saying. Why is that much worse that you pick
If I
it?
have to give up one, because I'm seeing all the time, impotency won't matter 95% of the time.
So blind
except
or
if you think about
impotent?
it, I guess. I guess if you think about it, it matters a lot. Yeah, blind.
That was
Blind.
that's what I'm just asking the question. Like, why is that one so much worse? And it's
I
totally.
value my vision more.
There you go.
I want to see my dick, man. I want to see.
that's-
I want to
that's-
see some like nice pussies in my life. I want to see some nice titties.
You won't
What do you
see
mean?
anything ever again. You'll
Just
just
feel it.
Yeah.
You don't even
Yeah.
know what they're like, bro.
Actually, well, that's the other thing. I guess you're assuming blind from birth.
Yeah,
Black out. You can't see anything.
can't see shit. I thought you were gonna say
Yeah, we
black.
heard blackout. Relax, man. Fucking hell. I'm saying like, are you blind from birth? As if you don't even
so
know what.
you've never seen anything.
Yeah, fine.
'Cause
Well,
it-
impotent from birth, I guess.
Yeah, I should both. Oh, I never hit puberty.
Oh, bro, listen. But you guys, I don't think you guys been around cocaine too much because how cocaine works is like if you do blow, you're always soft, but you're always horny as fuck.
No, I don't do blow. I don't
That's tough.
So it's the same.
So
And people, I'd rather do that than be
You're
fucking
telling
blind,
me you'd rather be
impotent than be blind.
wait,
Okay.
you said blind rather than impotent.
No. I meant the opposite.
So what is it?
I'd rather have a soft cock and fucking see
Yeah.
Then-
okay.
then-
Same.
than
I thought
fucking
because you
be
said the
blind.
other at first.
But you know what I'm saying.
That's what it
doggy.
sounded like.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Okay, too.
But you know what I'm saying.
I'd be surprised anybody would give up their sight for being able to bang somebody.
Well, it's anybody. It's not just somebody, right?
Yeah, but your sight is everything.
It's not not everything, but sure, I get you. There's a lot of other senses, pretty useful.
Yeah, but that's the last one to go. No. Probably right.
Yeah.
Hearing.
Sonny, what do you
touch.
think? You want to be
Yeah,
soft
seems-
cock or you want to be fucking blind? I mean, you're already Asian, so so you have the both, right? You already have the soft cock and the blindness. So which one you want
Okay, let's
to? Would
cut
you
this
give up?
Vic?
Dude, shut the fuck up. Don't bring my name into this.
Jesus, dude, I gotta watch this second by second because they're just dropping n words left and right. Jesus, I don't know. My group of friends are so racist. So what are we thinking
Yeah,
here?
obviously impotent, right? Like you would choose not to.
That sucks.
Would you rather be blind or deaf?
Oh my God,
Yeah,
stop
man.
with this.
That's easy.
Would you rather be a
Easy.
ballin' dude, right? But poor. Like what I'm saying is this:
What?
you got mad ball sacks, cock. You got
Oh,
you
that
got-
kind
you
of
got-
ballin'.
You got a great body, but
Yeah,
you're
sure.
always poor. Or you want to be like an average chick, but you're rich as fuck, but you get fucked, right? Think about it as a male mind.
So you're saying ugly and rich versus
yeah, but
poor
you're a girl.
and- oh wait, what?
You're a girl that's rich.
You're throwing too many variables in
No,
this.
no, this is perfect. Because the thing with being, like, as a man getting fucked, like, if we think it with our straight minds, there's like a sense of defeat in getting fucked.
Okay, what's the question from the beginning?
Okay, you want to be like a genetic fucking exception male, but you will never be rich. You will have to work every
I got
day.
you. Got you.
And you'll never, like, you'll be paycheck to paycheck rest of your fucking life.
I got it. Or
You got like 5 roommates. You're living like a Mexican.
okay, or hit me with the or.
You're an average looking girl. Like super average, right?
okay,
Nothing special about you.
So
You got a
yeah, I
short
got
ass
you.
Crack,
The
even though you're
quintessential
fat.
6 out of 10. Yeah,
You
I
got
got
like
you.
a small titties,
Sure,
even though
sure.
you're fat. Like you got nothing going on, right?
That's like worse than average, but all right.
But you're rich as fuck. But at best, you get fucked, right? Because you got a vagina. But as a straight male mind, what do you think? Which one would you pick?
Such an odd one to think about.
Dr.
I
Evil, hit me
being a
up.
Guy. Yeah, I don't know.
You want to be the guy, even though you're broke?
Yeah, I mean, you're broke, but you're not. You're still healthy, I guess, right?
Yeah,
I thought you were saying you're broke, but at least you're not a woman. Like, damn, bro. God damn. That would have been terrible.
Fucking Jesus. What do you think?
Probably the first one.
You want to be rich? Is that?
No, like the first one, like the always be poor.
What do you think is the factor that determines that? I think getting
For-
fucked.
No, I think for me personally, it's because like you just said poor, but that doesn't mean that's gonna have anything to do with my quality of life in the sense. Like,
Yeah, but you're poor.
yeah, but that doesn't have to like.
Again,
I know,
said
I
you
know,
always
a
have
lo-
like 4 roommates.
I know a lot of poor people that are like feel great. Now, I'm also like physically balling. Well, fucking why not? You know what I mean?
But you will never be physically balling.
You just said that you would.
Oh, I meant like you'll never actually be rich.
Yeah, no,
Never.
that's fine. No, but you meant like the body and all that stuff. Like,
Okay.
I don't have to worry about like my health ever. I'm great,
Oh,
good
but
looking, all that.
Would you rather? I feel like that's a weird one. What if you can be a physical specimen, but you're poor forever, or you can be some billionaire that looks like Danny DeVito?
That's the easier question. Yeah. I'm still going with the first one.
Second
I don't
one.
know. I might.
Second one.
I don't know.
I don't think it matters. But the thing that breaks my heart, if I was like a ballin' billionaire, is I know that nobody's my friend for me, and that would really break me.
I was
Other
gonna
than
go with the
that-
first one.
Other than that, if I get to a spot where I don't give a fuck, like fuck these motherfuckers, like they all suck my dick for the money I have. Who cares, right? If I didn't care, and I'm just full of ego, the second one would be an easy one to pick.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Sonny, man, speak up for a second, bro. Fight for your people right here, man.
Your
What's
people.
going on, dog?
Why? What's happening with my people?
You know, you guys got 50% vision, 50% cock. I don't know what's going on. You tell me,
Terrible.
dog. You
Terrible.
tell me.
Terrible.
I mean, in every aspect. Listen, if Asians had big cocks, everybody would want to be them. Smart, good skin, they age well. Now they're getting taller and taller.
Are they?
They age pretty well. Yeah.
No, I
hell
meant
yeah.
the taller and taller.
Yeah, I'd say Asians are getting taller.
But that's everybody. Everybody's getting taller.
No, but like more than my people. Asians
guess,
are,
yeah.
are getting taller than my people. Maybe not the Fruity Loop Spanish people from fucking Spain. You know, Barcelona sucking dick.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you guys think of time travel, man? Should we hit this one?
Sure.
Should we hit this one?
Succinctly explain time travel to me.
You ask too much of me every time, man. I do all the editing. I do all the shit. Clean up the house. Now I got to explain time travel. What's next, man?
I want to see what your interpretation of time travel is.
Time travel is going back like 30, 40 years to a spot of time that you want to be, a spot on Earth that you want to stay at. However, the problem that I was getting at is like beyond the portal that you travel, you also have to pick
You're talking space time.
A point.
Yeah, talking space time.
right? So it's like that to me was kind of a new idea, because if you really think about it, it's like that. Throughout all the times I got baked and shit and thought about fucking time travel, I didn't consider that I would have to pick a point like in space to go to.
Yeah, that most people are aware of that are in that world. That's what space time is called. That's the definition for that, because you have space like coordinates and then time, which is time. So when people talk about space time, it's used as like identifying.
But when you talk about like just cliche time travel, you never talk about space.
Yeah, but
you
like
talk about time.
we're not talking about cliche stuff. We're talking about like hopefully you're talking about like real time travel. At least the theory of it, anyways.
The theory of it.
Yeah. So like the theory of it, there's a couple problems here. You would think that logically, if we ever got to a point where we could actually, properly figure out a way to time travel, we'd have all those other variables figured out, like you just mentioned, like the location one and everything else. I mean, Dr. Evil mentioned something about, if you went back, you could also figure out where exactly, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going back to a point in time of where is something is going to happen. So you just physically also would move yourself to that point to get back there.
Yeah.
But that's terrible advertisement. A lot of people in the physics world believe in this idea of there being multiple realities, like multiple, not just like multiple dimensions, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Parallel worlds and all that. So their theory there with time travel is that the moment that you step outside your current time branch to go back in time to another one, you can never do that, because you've essentially altered that branch of time, and so it's a new branch, it's a new leaf. You can't ever go back to the same one. You essentially create one every single time you visit.
Okay, so I got another question, man. Do you guys ever think it's gonna go back to normal?
What is go back to normal?
Like past Corona. Because I saw this fucking movie. It's called C-23. Have you guys seen the trailer of this bitch?
No.
C-23 is like 10 years ahead, and we have like the 20th fucking variant.
What the fuck? Is this a real movie?
Yeah.
Look, just pull it up real quick on the screen. I want to see this. I want to see like the photo of it. Bus route. What the fuck is this? Is this some like fucking conspiracy movie?
Hold on.
Songbird. Is it that? Based on the yeah, right. Songbird. It's called Songbird. Yeah. Oh, I don't. Okay, fine.
Is it I Am Legend?
I think I've heard about this actually. Some big time actors on this thing. Of course, it's a Michael Bay film. Okay, now.
Is this out?
Yeah, looks like it, or it's coming out.
No, it's out.
It's out?
2020.
Fuck, let's watch this, man.
Oh, of course.
This is not a small budget film.
No, it's big time
I thought it was
actors.
like a small independent.
This guy, yeah.
What do you guys think, you fucks?
The first half far better than the second half of that trailer.
Yeah, it starts to feel like they're just
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the apartment all day.
Yeah, the value of it comes down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
beginning is like, whoa, you're like, damn. And
So,
then
what do you guys think of that? Like that kind of shit. Like,
what's crazy is that if you were to shown somebody that trailer like 5 years ago, be like, man, this movie's way too unrealistic. Fuck that. No way. And you see it now, you're like, I can kind of see a path to that. Not saying it's gonna happen or it's probable, but I can see a path to it. Whereas before, I wouldn't be able to like connect reality with that potential.
I think Bonnie Henry is gonna be that fucking bald guy with the sanitation.
Yeah, right.
Bonnie Henry is gonna be clapping doors, dude. This bitch, disgusting. This hoe. I was talking to a psychologist recently, and
Therapy.
she was no, I actually matched up on this girl or something.
Like she is a psychologist.
But she's a
Yeah,
psychologist.
gotcha.
And she was telling me like the first time, she's been doing, this for like 3-4 years, 5 years now. She's like the first time ever that I don't have answers to my patients. Like I sincerely don't have anything to say. Like they say I'm depressed because of this and that, and they're kind of she has no idea. She has like a problem of her own.
What kind of questions are these? Like like pandemic questions? Like what?
No, these are like depression through pandemic or however the pandemic is. Well, obviously there's a lot of mental health going on with that, right? So she has like there's no way that she can like be like, oh yeah, it's gonna get better, or this is the route that you have to take. You know what I mean? It's kind of like we're all fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like even a psychologist, like she's supposed to be able to like, you know, detour you or show you how to deal with your problems in a certain way and like assess your issues and kind of give you a guideline of what to do, right? But she has nothing to say at this point. Like what is she gonna say to like somebody who's depressed from the pandemic and stuff? It's like, oh, it's gonna get better. It might not. It might never get better. It might turn out to like C23 or whatever, Songbird.
It's interesting she would say that because like that's generally not the kind of response the psychologist gives you anyways.
No, but it's interesting because maybe she's one of the weaker ones or the newer ones where she doesn't have enough, you know, stability to say so. But again, just the fact that she could say that and be in a field like that just shows how the world is changing so dramatically.
Are we gonna have her on? Is this the one?
Yeah.
Damn, bro, I'm looking forward to that. That'd be
Yeah,
a good one.
yeah. She's very, very smart,
That's
very
a good
fluid.
one. Yeah. I like that. As for your question in general, fuck, man. Honestly, at this point, who knows? At this point, I've exhausted my predictions going back as far as like the beginning of this. Like, this is not. We're not beyond like what I had kind of in my head because there were some things that played out kind of how I figured. Not exactly, but it's like, oh yeah, that's pretty close to like what I thought. But at this point, I'm like, I actually don't know.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Dr. Evil, you got any input, buddy? He's talking about that bitch that fucking threw her phone at your wall. And then the $100 e-transfer. I can't believe this motherfucker's mad about that. I'd be happy. I'd be like, you give me $80 for I'd be like, you gave me $80 for no reason.
She's gonna know who that was.
All right, that's minute 37
It's
and
okay.
15.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, I don't wanna
Who
know
cares?
what you're talking about.
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Evil.
What's
Got
the
any
question?
input on that?
On what?
What we were just saying.
Well, the question, I don't know, was different from what you were talking about. Predicting future?
What?
You're saying that you can't make any more predictions because...
No, I said
No.
I said of our current situation with regards to the pandemic, I'm now currently exhausted of all my like every prediction that I had at the beginning. We're now beyond what I thought where we were gonna be. So I don't want to say I'm lost, but I'm like I have no fucking like. If someone asks me like, hey, what do you think? I'm like, honestly, bro, no fucking idea.
You're asking what I would think?
Or what you do think.
Talking to the mic, please. It's like a cock, like literally millimeters away from your mouth, and somehow
It's pretty close.
you're able
actually.
to deter it.
It's pretty close. It's like
You're able to be like,
you gotta
Hey,
you're gonna get a
what's
screenshot of that for the
Hi.
fucking.
Hi.
It's just
How's
like
it
this.
going?
Yeah, it's like this.
Anywhere but like right here.
It's like right there.
Dr. Evil, he's on point with it. I love
Right
it.
there.
He's a champion.
Get in there.
Okay, Sheriff Dr. Evil with the Rocky headband.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it gonna end or what? Is it gonna stop eventually? I think this is gonna be like this kind of forever.
I don't know about forever. I mean, you might have these shots for a while. I don't really know, and I don't like putting predictions because they're usually wrong.
Sonny, bring it around for us, Daddy.
I think
With those
I think
smooth
it'll
calves.
probably last for a couple of hours. For the
Couple hours?
no, like the restrictions will last like a little bit longer, maybe another year or
Mm-hmm.
something. Right? Like as more people get infected, they want to get herd immunity, right, for the new variant. So that'll take some time to get everyone infected, right? Because it's gonna be like the common cold, right? As it is now. It's less. It's supposed to be less like
Dangerous?
dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Lethal is what you're looking for.
yeah. Anything else?
I think I was having this conversation with a coworker the other week about this, just like a quick kind of like back and forth. And I brought up the question. I was like, I think at a certain question we kind of have to start addressing like kind of an uncomfortable question, which is how much value do we put on a human life? Like, are we putting a bit too much now? Do we just accept that certain, because that's not a question that you actually ask in the public sphere. Like, you don't ask a politician, hey, is it okay if X amount of people die? Like that's like a no-no for, and anything with regards to death in a public like venue like that, when it comes to like interviews, like, or like when these guys are debating, politicians in parliament, like you never talk about death like that. But I think it might have to come to that where it's like, listen, are we just gonna have to be okay with certain people dying, certain age groups of people dying, and a certain percentage of those age groups dying to kind of get everybody else to a normal functioning society as we're used to? Or do we just keep kind of doing what we're doing now and we kind of just get everybody to feel the pain for a bit in a sense when a lot of groups of people are not exactly feeling like that. That's correct.
I want to go on a quick little rant, okay?
Go ahead.
Can you look up on your phone how many people have gotten it worldwide so far?
Gotten it?
Yes.
Just gotten it.
Just gotten COVID.
Okay.
Okay. What do we think right now? Sonny, what do you think? How many people do you think got it so far?
Like 2 billion.
2 billion?
Like infected. Or
Yeah,
200
infected.
million?
Infected. How
Doc-
many?
Yeah, like 200 million.
200 million.
200
okay, we'll go with
million?
that.
Dr. Evil?
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
200 million? Hector?
In the hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of
Probably
millions?
Less than half a billion.
Okay. And,
Well, I already got the answer. I can't participate
okay.
in this.
Yeah, I think around there.
250?
250, 200, what do you think?
Yeah, something like 200, 300.
281.
I'm closer.
281 million cases.
I'm better than you guys are guessing. So how many have died? Let's go around real quick.
How do you think you died?
Sonny?
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Like,
And this is we know China's lying. We know.
I know a lot of countries are lying, but
We
we'll go with the
know.
official numbers.
like 1 or 2 million.
Okay.
Yeah, 1,
One or two?
1.5, something like that.
I'd say what would you say it was? 280? I'd say 2.8 million that have died.
5.4 million.
So percentage wise, what is that? 2%?
Roughly.
Roughly 2%. Why the fuck are we not leaving this to the people, okay? I want to be able to risk it.
What's 2% of 7 billion?
It's a lot of people, but we need those people off out of here anyway.
Let's
140 million or something.
Are we okay with that many amount of people dying?
Let's go around. Sonny, what do you think?
No, of course.
No?
You're
Of
not?
course not.
Dr. Evil?
That's a lot of people.
I don't know, man. That's
Yeah?
Hey, no one knows who you are in this thing. I will make sure. We'll make sure to. I'll go through this if you're actually uncomfortable. But I think we should get like honest answers
They're
here.
like 5 years away from a natural death, whatever that is.
How can you guess that?
Yeah,
5
that's
years away
a tough
from
one.
natural death.
Well, if everyone is dying 5 years before the average age of death,
But they're not. There's a lot of people dying that
well,
aren't.
what's the average age of those people? Does it say of the 5?
That's a tougher one, and that goes
Yeah.
country by country. I'll keep going. I'll see if I can find that information for you.
Maybe.
Yeah?
Hey, honestly, it's not. There's not a wrong. Like I've seriously thought to myself, like, if you could just, like, if some higher power just came up and said, listen, X amount of people will die, but COVID is no longer a thing. Like it's even better than our current, because our current best case scenario is that like the virus stays with us, but we just kind of like move with it and society goes back to normal. But the better case scenario would be that it actually comes through us and then we never see COVID again, right?
Yeah.
That'd be the best case. And like
Best
literally
case,
parties
yeah.
tomorrow, I'll be
Yeah.
drunk and high off of shit for like
Yeah.
3 weeks straight
Yeah,
if that
yeah.
happens, right? If a higher power said that, I was like, listen, X amount of people will die. Let's call it 200 million people are going to die tomorrow, but COVID is now over forever. Would you say yes or no? Sonny said no, and that's a fair answer. That's not wrong.
Dr. Evil, what do you think?
I'd say no answer, unless you have some kind of suffering unit.
Wait, what? What do you mean no answer?
You need like a unit of suffering that you can measure.
This person says no. It's yes or no question.
I would say no until I know yes.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
What you think?
I think it should be up to us to pick to go outside. You want to be, if you realize that you're
But
one
you
of
can
those
go
people.
outside.
No. I can do everything I can from before. And you can pick if you want to isolate yourself in the house all the time and be alive, which is not being alive to me. If I was 85 years old and they told me that I have to stay because I have some type of asthma, I'd be like, I'd rather live the next 30 days in freedom.
To be fair, at that age, you don't really have a lot of freedom anyway.
Sure. But then living means nothing at that age then.
It
Right?
kind of, yes.
That's why
for some people.
that
Yeah,
There's a
depends.
big group of, and this is a very hard conversation to have with people. And I'm glad we do this podcast because you and I have these kind of conversations all the time. Yeah. But there's a very sizable, I'm not saying it's a lot or like the majority, but there's a sizable group of people out there who we are essentially keeping alive because we want them to be alive.
Yeah.
Like we're pouring a lot of research. There's actually a funny statistic about, and I don't want to pull numbers because I don't know them, but it's like a larger portion of the resources we have into like palliative care and elderly people and all that goes into a smaller, like it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. Like a large chunk of the resources we have available are dedicated to a smaller group of, like, we'll call them like problem people. It's similar to like drug recovery, drug abuse and all that. And like the homeless problem we have, a very large portion, something like 80% of the resources
Yeah.
are dedicated to 20% of the people.
Yeah.
Because they
that's
require
ridiculous.
so much more work than the people who are kind of like on the edge or like that just need a bit of help.
I
And the
think-
same logic applies to like elderly people in general.
Listen, life is hard, man. Life is not like it's not supposed to be fair. We're not supposed to feel sorry for these people.
Oh,
I
what about
do
the last part maybe.
see why people would. I see it, but again, I see it that time is also important. You know, I see it that, you know, my time is more important to me than some grandma. You know, and if you have a grandma out there, all respect to you, man. I hope she lives for a long time. But again, I'm not gonna be this age forever, and I'm missing out all the time because of, you know, the 2% that I might die. Like, I think it should be up to you, man. And at a certain point, I don't know if you guys saw that video with Trudeau. It's like he's saying like, he's like, yes, we can see that we are taking away your rights. And did you see this one video?
Sonny shared it,
Yeah.
but it had something with it wasn't about COVID. It was about something else. Is this the clipped video?
Yeah, I think so.
What was it actually about?
What was it
Emma
actually
pointed it
about?
out. Remember that clipped video of Trudeau about taking away the rights or whatever? And we're like, yo, that's fucked. But then Emma was like, oh, this is from something else. What was it from?
I think it was about like the hijabs or whatever.
Yeah, it was about hijabs and niqabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he wasn't talking about COVID at the time.
What do you mean hijabs? And
Because remember, there was controversy a couple of years ago about whether or not you could wear, like,
Yeah,
make
it was in
somebody wear
Ottawa.
one or not. So in Ottawa, whether you could actually wear one.
In court and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay,
Yeah, so that was the question at the time when
They
he
allowed
responded
it?
with that. They were not allowing it.
Now
And so that's why people were like, oh, but I can wear what I want and blah, blah. And so he's like, well, no, you can't. So basically, there's a bit of attitude behind the answer because he's like, well, I don't really care if the human rights are involved, but it's my decision to not have that or whatever. That's what that answer was
thank
about.
God this motherfucker's
What-
endgame voted in again.
What wasn't about COVID. I got a response to your question about the age thing. It's not as exact an answer as you want. I just got the CDC has an age breakdown of COVID-related deaths. 74.7% of all deaths were within the age category of 65 and over. 21.2% of all deaths were within the age category of 44 to 64. And 4.1% were 45 and under. Within that 65 and over group, there's no more specific breakdown within the amount of time that I looked up, but I'm sure you could find something that even breaks it down further than that.
So I say yes, man. 140 million, I'm sorry. But if I'm part of those, I'm happy to sacrifice myself for other people's fucking freedoms, man. Fuck all that.
It's a tough question to answer, man.
It's
to be honest.
listen, I'm fair about it. I'm ruthless where I think like 140 million people and everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck? You know, this guy's heartless. What the fuck? He doesn't care about people. He's a terrorist. He wants to bomb places. No, I don't want to bomb places, but I also understand that like if I'm one of those, this is not the way I want to live for the next 20 years. Fuck no. Every 2 minutes you make 3-inch gains on your biceps and suddenly Bonnie Henry just starts cock and block those gains, man. Like, come on, son. How long? It's been like 2 years now almost.
Were you going to say something? Sorry?
No, I wasn't.
You know?
Sure? Okay. It's weird because like you also get into the question of you talk about like choice and like personal freedoms and all that kind of stuff. There are already current limits to like personal freedoms and stuff that people already accept generally. So that's why we have laws. So for example, you can't just take anything you want. You can't steal. That's a law. You can't just go into the store and take something you want even though you think that it should be yours. But we accept that because it's been around for so long that, you know, whatever. But then there are these harder questions to answer. It's like, well, should we do this? Should we have, you know, these restrictions? You have some people who say, you know what, I shouldn't have restrictions on where I can eat and where I can't eat based on like my vaccination status, for example. And other people are like, well, that's fine because we think that it's part of like a greater good or like a better cause to better everybody, like the population. Then you got my boy Armand here is like, listen, man, I should be able to choose whether or not I actually participate in that kind of thing. It's tricky.
It's tricky, man. And, you know, it's tough love with it.
But you can choose, right?
Sorry?
You can choose now, can't you?
Choose what?
Well, you said participate, so I'm guessing you mean vaccination, right?
Talking to me or him
Well,
choosing?
You were describing him, so
Like choose
what are you saying yes to? Actually, that's what I don't understand.
No, I think he was talking about like choosing like to
To
these
wipe out
restrictions-
140
these-
million?
Yeah. That, the original question was straight up, should this happen or not? Yes or no? Like if you had this higher power that came to him and said, listen,
Trade off 140 million.
Yeah.
For,
COVID is gone tomorrow.
yeah, I'd say probably not. until you have like a very good reason to say yes. I haven't heard a very good reason though. It's sort of like whimsical to say, yeah, I think it's worth it. Because
I
you
know.
can't go to the
It's
gym.
hard.
You can go to the gym. It's not that big a deal. You don't have to get vaccinated, and you can't go to certain stores.
What?
now,
You can't
so-
go to the gym. What are you talking about? Go to the gym?
Yeah, you can't go to the gym if you're not double vaxxed.
No, you
No,
can't go to the
right-
gym. Period. Right now they're closed.
Right now you can't.
No,
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
but he's talking
But there's
about
there's
outside
ways
that.
around that too. It's not like they went out and said you're not allowed to do exercise. You can't pay to go to a gym. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
if it's in your building.
Sure,
yeah.
but it's like -50 and not exactly running outside.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard.
It's tough, but it's not like a debilitating handicap, you know.
What would make it so?
The work stuff's a better argument. If you don't have like gainful employment, that's tough.
Yeah. So some people are affected by that, right? So
Yeah, a lot of people.
when the gyms, I mean, you know some people, I know some people, we all know people who've been affected by that, and it was even worse last year when they went through the whole restaurant restriction. That was tough because we know a lot of people in the service industry.
So that goes into another aspect of it. I don't want to elongate it, but it's actually interesting. Like,
Oh, if
how
it's
long,
interesting, we keep it, right?
How long can these restaurants last at 50% capacity, man?
I don't think that got they didn't get hit with that this time. It was just the table limits.
Well, table limits is like 60,
Six-
70% restriction.
No. Table limits just no more than 6 to a table, which to be fair is not really a problem for most restaurants anyways. You just can't make those long ass tables, but you can have a full restaurant as long as they're within like four to a table.
Well, I saw yesterday, and
No, I went out to eat after
So-
the restrictions.
I went yesterday too. That's
What
I'm
did you
saying.
notice?
What I noticed is like they have
Where did you go is the other question.
this Anatoly place in
Okay.
North
Yeah,
Van.
yeah.
So they have like all their tables are 6 people.
Yeah.
So like there was a lot of couples sitting in all those 6 people, and there's like people waiting for tables. That's what I realized. Like they didn't have like enough sectioned off fucking 2 people tables. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
the space is so little,
Yeah.
right? So they had all their tables were 6 people tables,
hmm
right? And either you're like a couple, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, but most of the tables were like just couples in a 6-person table. So that table's a waste.
Well, it would be a waste normally because you're not going to sit a couple with another. You're not going to sit 2 groups in the same table.
No, I understand. But they didn't have enough space to be like, okay, you know, because back in the day,
I was
the
just gonna say, yeah.
person table would just be like a 4-person table and a 2-person table, and you'd be like a foot apart, 2 feet apart, and it's completely fine.
When would you do that? You'd always push
No,
them
no.
to put them together.
No. Back in the day, you could sit like a couple here and another couple here,
Yeah.
and no problem. You
Yeah.
can have 4 people here, 2 people here, so most of your tables are gonna be filled to the max.
Oh, you're saying Anatoly's couldn't do that?
No, they
Or
can't
weren't?
do that anymore. Now they have 6 people table because they have such small area that they can't.
I
be
think
just
that's the
this far
decision that
apart.
they made, that Anatoly's made, because they want to have 6 people groups.
Sure, but what I'm saying is before they could even sit a foot away from each other.
Oh, sure, and call it 6.
No, it'd be like a people of 4 there, people of 2
So
here.
you
They can
sit at a
maximize
table
their
with
space.
strangers?
No.
Yeah, that's
You
what
don't
this is
understand.
confusing me. Yeah, I'm not understanding.
Let me before you go ahead and be like, what the fuck, blah, blah, just hold off. Okay? So just
you're
imagine
too
there's
high,
no
bro.
real 6-person table,
Stay
right?
off the weed, man.
This motherfucker. So they connected, right? A 4-person table with a 2-person table.
You know what this is like? This is like that bodybuilding thread. Emil sent us. Remember those guys argued how many days they were in a week?
Oh my god.
I forgot about that.
There's like a 50-page post where these 2 guys were arguing how many days were in a week. And one guy made a convincing argument.
Because you know why it started? Because someone was asking, like, how often should I go to the gym? If I do 2 times, that means I have to go every 2 days.
Oh my
and that
God.
they started going off like that.
Oh,
One
there's
guy's like-
8 days in a week,
Yeah,
man.
he's like, how many days are from Monday to next Tuesday or something, and Monday to Monday. And I swear to God, if you read it, he actually convinces you almost. There's only-
You're like counting. You're like, yo, hold on, Monday.
Because he's doing the
Tuesday.
whole thing. Because sometimes people will count the day they're in, but some people only count the day ahead of them when they're
Yeah,
saying
it's
like
that
5
Korean
days.
shit.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
where you're born and you're 1.
Yeah,
it's like,
similar
yo,
to that.
bro, how are you born in 1? Like, get the fuck out of my face.
Because when someone says 3 days from now, what are you thinking?
That's actually cooler. I would like to know how.
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
From
hold on.
this moment to this time,
Today is
what time?
Wouldn't you rather know the day of conception, just out of curiosity? Then you could really say this is how old you are.
oh,
No, day of conception is not.
is
day
that
of
what they
birth.
do?
No.
Oh, is that what anyone does?
I don't
No.
think so.
That'd be
When
kinda
they're
cool.
born,
That'd be
when
cool.
they're
It'd be tough to
born,
know those things.
it'd be hard to say because you got some
But that would be
babies.
more accurate. Like,
right?
I was,
Accurate to what? Like just
I was a
like how long?
single whole
Yeah,
cell.
yeah.
Yeah, this motherfucker's a chemist for real.
Single
Yo, I
whole
was
cell.
a single whole cell at this
He has like
age.
his
but I'm really
driver's
28.
license doesn't say like his age. It
Age?
just says like cell.
Yeah.
Cell date.
Date of single cell.
I love that. I love that.
Date of single cell.
That's pretty cool.
Bring emotion.
What a
Yeah, that
savage.
actually is kind of.
Because before that, you were a half cell. You were 2 half cells.
Oh, damn, bro.
God
And then you don't know how old you are because you're swimming in like a nut sack.
Imagine being like serialized. It's like
Oh my
serial
God.
number of sperm.
Sperm number
Yeah,
3,
yes.
4,
Yeah,
5.
yeah,
Step
exactly.
up.
Everything.
Step into egg
Everything's
5.
just fucking in a
Hey, you used
data
to be
center.
2 people then. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess in a way.
I'm still a couple people, bro.
All right, so 2 + 4. I'm kidding.
Yo, it's 12. Dude.
I'm sorry. I bet you if I ask you tomorrow, you'll be like, "Yo," I'm like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." I think it's
No,
just right now. Right now it's
okay,
just not the time.
because of the spacing.
God damn it! I was kidding. Don't bring it up again.
Hold on.
We're done.
Because of the spacing,
God damn.
right? They have chosen to keep all the tables.
Yes, that
6
makes sense.
people,
Okay.
Whereas back in the day, they can maximize how many people they have on each table because they don't have the space.
I know what you're saying. I think that's just a symptom of their laziness. Like they're not
Sure.
wanting to move it all the time because they
Sure.
could do that.
No, but
they
they-
could have 2s and 4s. No one's gonna say shit.
I know, but they don't have enough space.
Oh,
to-
the
to-
socially
yeah,
distanced,
to
the 2s and
social
4s.
distance 2s and
Okay,
4s.
I understand what you're saying.
Now
I got
you get
you.
what I'm saying.
Because right
You
now,
fucks.
because before we had a capacity restriction where it was
Yeah.
like straight up,
Yeah,
fuck your social
50%,
distancing, 50% no matter what
Yeah,
of
now
head.
it's different.
Now it's
There's no more social distance.
there is
There
for
is.
restaurants there is yeah,
Yeah.
there still
Oh,
is
really?
yeah
Yeah.
between groups
So let's
because
go.
you're not allowed to socialize in between groups.
Let's end this on this, huh? What do you guys think?
How
You
many,
know, when I was young, I liked porn stars. I like strippers.
when I was young, you still like porn
right?
stars and strippers.
I haven't really watched porn a bit.
Hey, good job.
Thanks, man. I don't get anything out of it, man. It's just like a fucking screen.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, man. The calluses only feel like calluses for so long. You know what I mean? You can't.
Sonny, you
really-
watching porn?
Here and there.
Oh, here and there.
I dabble.
The way he does this is so casual. He's
That
like,
means a lot.
he's like, "Yeah, let me paint you guys a picture. Just rubbing his knee here and there, doggy.
In there, you know,
Don't worry about it.
This guy's making porn.
when I'm bored.
Yeah, when I'm bored. So this has dramatically changed. Like what I'm attracted to now is like almost a nun comparison to.
A nun?
Yeah.
You're attracted to nuns,
No, but like.
bro?
I
could hook you up.
In there. You know.
Hook you up.
But yo, they don't want to. They don't want to get touched, bro. They're trying to.
You'd be surprised at the repression they go through, man.
Oh, so they just suck. Dick
Some of these
and do
repressed
fucking
nuns
anal
are-
on
woof.
ceilings. Damn, son.
Hell yeah, dog.
Hook them up.
I will.
What do you guys look for? What changed? Has it changed at all?
I look
Or
for
is it-
manly features in women.
All right, makes sense.
The manlier,
Makes
the better.
sense.
But still has to be a woman.
I mean, you're like one of the softest in the group, so I
Can't
mean,
tell.
it makes sense.
Can't tell if he's kidding though.
Of course I'm kidding, man.
Dude, he likes. I mean, he likes bigger noses, right? He likes darker features,
You're
right?
just describing me.
He likes bigger, rounder shoulders. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro.
He likes the ones that come from the boat ride over. You know, right through the Curry Valley.
God damn.
That's the ones he likes.
Kidding. So what do we look for?
Yeah. So what did you look for in women, and how has it changed, or if has it changed
You mean just in general?
in general? Like, what do you look for in women now, and what did you look for in women then, and has it changed at all?
I think mine's actually stayed pretty consistent.
Consistent.
Yeah. Like, remember we've had a couple of conversations about
Yeah.
like things that you value in women and stuff.
Yeah.
I think mine's kind of the same. It's been throughout the last few years. It's like other things that are different now. Like I placed more importance on certain qualities now that I used to. Like I used to make concessions for certain women that I was with before. Like, oh yeah, I'll deal with that or handle it because whatever, the rest of them is great.
Yeah.
But now a lot of those things are more like deal breakers than they
Okay.
used to be.
Okay, but nothing in particular stands out. Because we talked in depth.
Yeah,
right?
we have.
talked in
I
depth,
want to
yeah.
see what these guys got to say.
Yeah,
I
okay.
can definitely pitch in. for
Doctor
sure.
Evil, tell me something.
I can
man.
pitch in.
Tell me something. Because you know, me and you, honestly, we have a lot of similarities, dog. Like, you know, whether you like to say it or not, like we think similarly on certain topics. So it'd be interesting to see what you have to say.
I don't really look for stuff. I don't know. I'm not in like dating all the time.
You want me to
either.
expose
make
you
the-
right now, dog? Because
make a
like you
bigger effort.
do look for things. How can you say you don't look for things? You're like, oh, she's like this. Oh, she's like this, and that's
I don't
cool,
think
yeah.
I think we might have phrased it incorrectly.
Not really
We don't
looking
mean
for
to say
that,
that like
it's just-
you have this list of things that you know about that you're seeking, that you're like, oh, I need to find this and this and this, or I'm gonna go find this in people. I think maybe if you take some time to reflect, you notice that you tend towards certain things. We all do. We'll have tendencies and habits that we like to come back to. Maybe if we phrase it that way, that helps.
What were you gonna say? You said you already can think of.
He's gonna
something.
expose you, like you, not
That
him.
might be more interesting to hear that. It's more interesting to hear somebody else that knows you well describe you than you describe yourself.
Well, initially, bro, like, I think how far back you want me to recall, and then come back. You tell me. You give me a
Plus, I'm
number.
not, like,
All right, give me a
dating
number.
people left and right all the time.
No, not like that. But like, let me.
Bro, we're 20. We got enough history where we can recall.
Yeah,
like,
we
enough.
can recall. What I'm saying is, if I had to go back to like when I met you and when we started hanging out to now, it's way different.
What's
right?
different?
Well, you just look for higher quality women, man. It's totally different, man. You're looking at hoes at 17. You're like, oh, I just want to get my dick sucked. That's what it really is. And if you want to say that's not, you're fucking lying, because that's how it was, right? It's who didn't. You'd be crazy if you at 17 don't want like Alexis Texas type to fucking suck your dick silly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just bust nuts in her mouth at lunchtime and then talk to Perez and smoke a joint with him. Like, dude, that's the dream. Like,
Like,
why are we
we're
trying to lie? Why are we trying to lie? We're trying to do Kelowna runs. Like, dude, that was sick. That's what you wanted. But now it's like the way you describe girls and what they want. You're like, I mean, it's much healthier. Is if I had to put a point on something, it's obviously it sounds better.
Mm.
And another thing is,
Actually, I think there's one more thing. I think you take way less bullshit now than before. Way less bullshit.
That's no patience.
Like that. No, it's not a bad thing. Like your bullshit meter has gone way lower than it used to. Like your threshold
yeah, I got one more thing.
for women and their, if they had bullshit along with them, or
Tolerance.
yeah, it's gone way, which is like, I guess, like I said, it's not a bad thing to have, because you would take way more back in the day,
Yeah.
because who knows, whatever the reasons were.
Actually, it's related to this.
Desperate to get laid.
Yeah, I think probably that was a factor.
We talked about last week. Men
Side
who
profile.
excel on like socially, right? And if you talk to any man that like for the last 10 years has just been railing hoes, they have a delicacy that is not really a delicacy to them. It's something so wide range for them. It's so common for them. So they don't see a value in it. And what I've seen in fucking hour and two, my bad. That was by
hour and
accident.
three,
That was
hour
by
and three.
accident.
Hour 3.
Is that he has gotten to a spot now where it's not a delicacy, so he can pick and choose, and he doesn't have to be so patient, because time is more valuable. And when we were young, we thought it was otherwise. Like me, myself, man, Dr. Evil knows, I'm not really going to expose myself, but like, bro, I was in love with this one chick. You know what I'm saying? And like, bro, it was pathetic, bro. It was fucking pathetic. And it
How old
was
were
like
you?
fucking 16, 17,
Rough.
right? And looking back at it now, I'm like, bro, this was some fat bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But back
looking at it now,
then,
I
man,
don't
it's
remember
like,
her name. Yeah.
yeah, sure, bro, fucking CNN over
Yeah,
here.
P was way worse. Dude.
P was way worse, but
Dr.
hold
Evil's
on.
taking shot for shot. It's like, expose me,
Shot
I
for
expose you.
shot.
Getting
Uh,
arrested
I
over
like it. I like it.
But yeah, that's what I've seen from Dr. Evil, and honestly, man, I could say like I'm happy for him, man, like because
It's a good thing.
it's a great thing, man. It's like just purely. You ever seen those videos like maturing in the gym means blah 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 blah.
Sure.
Maturing in life is this,
Yeah.
you know, and it's cool to see because like we've been friends so long that we can see these different fucking gains and losses, and it's. I mean, it's kind of like reading a book. You know, you see the waves, and it's interesting. Sonny, what do you think?
Yeah,
Or you know, let me rephrase the question. You know, what did you look for men back in the day, and what do you look for men now?
Motherfucker.
I mean, you obviously value like time, like Hector said, right? Like you don't like take your bullshit as easily anymore. Like before, you were willing to because like you were still learning. Right?
You didn't know what pussy was,
exactly.
Yeah.
to put it bluntly.
Is there any qualities you look for, like anything?
I don't like when people. This isn't a recent thing, but pretty much always when you just say pussy, I picture like the organ, and it's just not attractive. But people use it like all the time. people from all ages too.
You shouldn't look at
Depends.
him. You should look at
It's
me.
Too,
He said qualities. I said pussy.
and I'm not. I know, it doesn't matter. You said it.
We're both the same to him.
It's like this isn't me trying to, be a knight or.
Sonny, you want to ask your question?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would just value like them being more independent because I feel like
Interesting. That's a good
'cause
one.
when they're younger, you're like they're more clingy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah, you just want them to be more independent now as you're older. They do their own things.
Sure, but do you feel like your independency brings girls towards you more, if anything? The fact that you're busy and you tell them that you're busy now, it actually almost attracts them even more. Whereas before, like when you were younger, you were like hungry for it, so you didn't even act like you were busy. You'd make time for them. But now it's like you kind of stay away from them and they want you more.
I actually had an opposite situation happen to me recently.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, it's actually similar to what Sonny said, and like it ties in what both of you guys just said. But fuck, hope she doesn't actually watch this. I told her I had a podcast. Hope she doesn't watch. She does. Well,
Fuck it.
wasn't anything that wasn't said. Me and this girl, we started seeing each other for a bit,
Yeah.
and I noticed pretty quickly that she needed a lot more attention than other women that I've talked to and been with in the past
Yeah.
from the beginning.
Okay.
So when I've been in relationships in the past, yeah, for sure. Once you have a girlfriend and in a proper relationship, yeah, you're going to be talking to them every day, most likely. You're going to be seeing each other pretty often. Like, you're going to be in each other's lives more. So the attention required from you both is going to be higher than when you two first start seeing each other. That's obvious, right? Like, everybody knows that. Whatever was at the beginning, it's going to be way more in a year's time or whatever. With this girl, though, I phrased it to somebody else. It was like, I think I was telling someone, this girl wants girlfriend level privileges without being a girlfriend. Like, I had seen this girl twice, and she was wanting a level of communication and consistency out of someone that I would only personally do that for months down the road.
Was she young?
No, not at all.
Just immature.
I don't think so. I think culturally, I don't want to expose her too much, so that
What
I'm not
was
going to
she?
get too specific. But culturally,
Brown.
no, I won't say it. I'll tell you offline. Culturally, I think that's what she was expecting, maybe what she came from. Like, she was used to that level of attention and like constant communication and constant whatever, text, everything. And she viewed it to the point where she thought I was uninterested. She's like, I don't think you're into this. I don't think that she didn't say I don't think we should see each other, but she was consistently annoyed at the fact that we weren't talking more and communicating more, or that I wasn't doing that for her. Because when we saw each other, it was fine. It was great. But it was when we didn't see each other that she kind of brought up these concerns. And so I found that really interesting because that was like off the bat, like after date one, that's what she was wanting. And so it was interesting how I saw that as an opposite, because I thought, at this point in life, it would kind of be the other way, where it's like less is required until later on when, a lot more is required.
Okay. I got some quick riddles, man. Finish off with some quick riddles, okay?
Riddles?
Yeah,
what am I,
dude.
a fucking riddle master?
Fucking riddle master. Jesus Christ, that fucking thing timed out.
Did it?
Yeah.
What's
How come you
best?
didn't plug it in?
Because we got the lights in.
Oh, damn. Okay, let's keep it at this.
Sure.
What time is it when an elephant sits on a fence? Super simple. Dr. Evil, what do you think? Actually, Dr. Evil doesn't like to go first.
I don't know yet.
Elephant sits on a fence?
Yeah. This
Fuck.
is a dad answer, bro. You guys are
Oh, is it really? It's gonna be
Oh,
like
man.
one of like those geeky ones. Yeah, go ahead.
Time to fix the fence, bro.
Fucking gay as shit, dude.
Okay. What's wet while drying? I think you guys heard this
What's
one
wet
before.
while drying?
Yeah.
Paint?
Nope.
Anything.
No, that's bullshit. A towel.
Terrible.
I
man.
actually thought of it.
That's a go. You should have said. Should have said it. Should have said it.
Okay.
And then you said paint, and I was like, what?
Jesus.
Okay, so this
My
one
camera's
sets
dead?
this one sets to
My camera's dead?
Yeah.
Just kidding. It is.
Exposed.
Yeah.
This week of Exposed. We like the Dr. Evil.
Face reveal. We'll do like a face reveal video.
Um,
When we get 50,000 subscribers, we'll reveal your face.
what's the difference between a jeweler and a jailer? Sonny, go
one
ahead.
locks up people, the other one locks up jewels.
Nope. Sonny? Speakeroo.
One takes, one gives.
A jeweler sells watches. A jailer watches sells.
Oh my god. These aren't even riddles. These are like play on words. Is what these are. But these are like actual thinking riddles.
What can you hold in your right hand, but never in your left hand?
Your left hand.
Yes. Yes.
That's a good one.
Fucking savage. What can you catch but not throw?
A cold.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. What has
Two
one
for
eye
two. Look at it. It's on a two hot.
but can't
it's on a hot
see?
streak. What can you what?
What has one eye but cannot see?
A storm? Fuck, I don't know.
Sonny? Come on, buddy.
I don't know. Just pick something that spells out without the letter I, or with the letter I.
A needle.
Oh yeah.
Eye of the needle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say a pie.
What's one?
Like a pie doesn't have a letter I.
Jesus.
Okay. What kind of room has no doors or windows? A den.
Jesus. You guys should give more time. I would have thought about that one.
No, it's not true. I just said that. That's not the answer.
Oh, that's not the answer.
No.
I thought it said that was the
No,
answer.
No.
A cell?
No.
Jail
Dr.
cell?
Evil?
What kind of room has no doors and no windows?
Yeah.
What is it?
Sonny?
What is it?
A mushroom.
Fucking hell.
Motherfucker.
All right, last one, baby. Look at this bougie ass lip. I think I know who got this for you.
Oh, yeah. You know.
I know.
You know.
Right away, when I saw it, I'm like,
What is red and smells like blue paint?
Blue paint?
Yeah.
Don't even know what the fuck that smells like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sonny? Red paint.
Holy shit. Cut me out of this. Cut me out of this. Just
As
kill me.
always, this has been Funny But Foul, you fucking pussies.
List our socials, man. Get them to subscribe.
Funny But Foul on Instagram. Podcast. Sorry. Funny But Foul podcast on Instagram. Funny But Foul everywhere else,
That's
you
right.
bitches.
All the majors.
All the majors. You know, suck a couple dicks and tell us what's up, man. You know, we're waiting.
Waiting for you to find me.
Oh man, smoking.
Baby girl, you remind me of all the things I used to dream of. I've been gone, I've been missing.